Hello, little pumpkins! For our bedtime story today, we're gonna adventure ourselves into the forest to meet our new friends. Let's go! Today's story is Winnie the Pooh and Tigger too. One sunny morning, in the Hundred Acres woods, Tiger was bouncing through the forest. Hoo hoo hoo! He cried happily. It's a tigerific day for bouncing. I think I'll drop in on my old pals. Meanwhile, a little bear named Winnie the Pooh was busy thinking. Think, think, think. The bear of little brain said, trying hard to remember what he was thinking about. Then, whum bum bump. Winnie the Pooh was bouncing on the ground. Hello, Pooh. I'm Tigger. T-I-double-G. That spells Tigger. Yes, I know, Pooh replied. You've bounced me before. Oh, sorry, pal, apologized Tiger. Well, gotta go. I've got a lot of bouncing to do. Ta-ta for now. And quick as a spring, Tiger bounced off. That was Tiger. He was always bouncing in on his friends when they least expected it. Tiger's next stop was Piglet's house, and Piglet certainly wasn't expecting to be bounced to the ground. Oh, the Tiger, Piglet nervously stuttered. You're so scared me. Scared you? Tiger said. That was just one of my little bounces. It was? Asked Piglet, thinking that the bounces had felt awful big to him. I'm saving my best bounce for old long ears, Tiger replied. Hoo hoo hoo! Ta-ta! Meanwhile, Rabbit was busy tending his garden. There now, Rabbit happily announced. Everything's perfect. Carrots, lettuce, and pumpkin, all neat and tidy. But not for long, because just then... Oh no, no! Rabbit cried frankly. Stop! Too late! Rabbit received Tiger's biggest bounces ever. The two rolled and tumbled through Rabbit's garden. Everything was flattened. Hello, Rabbit. I'm Tiger. T-I-double... Oh, please, Rabbit said angrily interrupted. Don't spell it. Oh, dear. Just look at my garden. Yuck, Tiger said. Kinda messy, isn't it? Messy, messy. It's ruined, moaned Rabbit. Oh, Tiger, why don't you ever stop bouncing? 'Cause bouncing is what tigers do best, he answered. Later, Pooh and Piglet went to Rabbit's house for a special ticket protest meeting. Order, order, called Rabbit. Tigger is getting too bouncy. It's time we taught him a lesson. Perhaps we should find a way to unbounce him, suggested Piglet. Yes, I agree, Rabbit replied. What do you think, Pooh? Pooh? Pooh, are you listening? Of course, Pooh replied, walking from a sound asleep. But there was some fluff in my ear. Could you repeat that, please? Which part? Asked Rabbit. The part that I didn't hear, of course, answered Pooh. Pooh, whispered Piglet. We're trying to take the bounce out of Tiger. Oh, I've got a splendid idea, Rabbit suddenly announced. We'll take Tiger somewhere he's never been before. Then we'll lose him there. Lose him? Asked Pooh. Oh, don't worry, Rabbit explained. We'll find him again the next morning. Mark my words, I'll take the bands right off of him. So it was agreed that they would start out the next day. That morning turned out to be a cold and misty one in the 100-acre woods. The mist was so thick that the four friends could barely see the ground in front of them. But that didn't slow down Tigger. He sprang ahead into the leads. Tigger leaped farther and farther and deeper into the woods. Rabbit thought it was a good time to lose him. Now's our chance, he said to Pooh and Piglet. Quick, over here, hide. Rabbit led the two friends inside an old hollow log. Tiger soon realized his friends were no longer behind him. Hey, that's funny, Tiger said. They must be lost. Hello, Tiger called, bouncing back to look for his missing friends. Hey guys, where are you? Hello. Then Tiger climbed on the top of the very place where Pooh, Piglet, and Rabbit were hiding. Hello! He shouted into the log as loud as he could. The hidden friends' ears rang from the noise, but they said nothing. Tigger soon gave up and boinged off in search for his pals. Rabbit cautiously peered out of the log. Hooray! Cheered Rabbit. My splendid idea worked. Come on, let's head for home. Rabbit was certain that everything was working according to plans, but soon the plan stopped working. Pooh, Piglet, and Rabbit walked and walked and walked through the woods, but that didn't seem to be getting anywhere. It's funny how everything's to be the same in the mist, Rabbit said. This looks like the sand pit we were standing. And so they tried again, but they ended up right back at the very same pit. Pooh was getting tired. He suspected the sandpit was following them, but the truth was that they were lost. They had been walking around in a big circle. Oh, Rabbit, Pooh suggested. How would it be if as soon as we're out of the sight of this old pit, we just try to find it again? Why? Asked Rabbit. We keep looking for a home, but we keep finding this pit, Pooh explained. So I thought if we kept looking for this pit, maybe we'd find home. I don't see much sense in that, Rabbit replied. If I walked away from this pit, then walked back to it, of course I'll find it. I'll prove it to you. Wait here. So Pooh and Piglet waited in the misty sand pit for Rabbit. And they waited and waited and waited. The two tired friends fell asleep, all while Pooh dreamed of his honey pot at home. Grrr! A strange noise startled Piglet. What is that, Pooh? He asked, walking up. My tummy, Pooh explained. It rumbles when I'm hungry. Piglet, let's go home now. Do you know the way? Asked Piglet. No, answered Pooh, but there are 12 pots of honey in my cupboard, and they have been calling to my tummy. They have? Yes, Piglet. I couldn't hear them before because Rabbit was talking. I think I know where they're calling from, Pooh said, helping Piglet out of the sandpit. Come on. Well, just follow my tummy. Pooh and Piglet walked off together into the mist. For a long time, Piglet said nothing because he did not want to interrupt the voice of Pooh's honey pot. Sure enough, the mist too got thinner and Piglet began to know where he was, when suddenly, hoo 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 hoo! It was Tigger! Boom boom boom! He bounced Pooh and Piglet to the ground. Hello there, you two, Tigger called. Where have you been? We've been trying to find our way back home, explained Pooh. Say, where's old Long Ears? Asked Tigger. He must still be missing in the mist, Pooh said. Well, leave it to me, Tigger declared. I'll go and bounce him right out of there. Tit and ta-ta for now. So Tigger romped off to find Rabbit. Meanwhile, Rabbit was still wandering around in the cold mist. By now, he was most definitely lost and certainly scared. His frightened mind played tricks on him. Rabbit began to hear noises, strange noises, scary noises. Jump, jump. Pooh? Piglet, is that you? Ah! Yelled Rabbit. Croak, croak. What was that? Rabbit cried fearfully. Rabbit, who's there? Help! Rabbit screamed, running off in an awful panic. Who should be bumping into but Wumpa Pooh? Hello, Rabbit! Tigger! The bounced bunny cried in surprise. But you're supposed to be lost. Lost? Tiggers never get lost, buddy boy. Tiger cheerfully replied. Never? Rabbit asked sadly. He realized that his spending plan had not worked at all. Of course not, Tiger said. Come on, Rabbit, let's go home. Hoo 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 hoo! So the two started back. Rabbit was not a happy rabbit. He was a tired rabbit, a lost and found rabbit. A why, oh why, do these things happen to me, Rabbit? But Rabbit had learned his lesson. Never again would he try to change his friends. He was lucky to have them just the way they were. The end.